Oh, Roblox. I wish my brother did not play this game. So they're suing Roblox now. Law by Mike is his name, looks like. Yep. Law by Mike, we're suing Roblox. Let's take a look. All right, guys.
Roblox is one of the most popular gaming platforms.
It really is one of the most popular gaming platforms. It has like what 70 to 100 mil active daily users.
In the world.
The developers of that game are now facing mounting criticism over child safety concerns.
They deserve every bit of that criticism.
Games like this are not helping.
The Roblox Corporation has sent a cease and desist letter.
That was bull.
Roblox stops the people stopping the predators.
They are the problem.
They are
People everywhere.
Them and everyone who's like them making these environments specifically for children with none of the safeguards of a typical area for children. And it's a sandbox for them to run around in, and the adults who are, not all the adults, right? But it's a sandbox for these kids to run around when the predatory people are moving into because there's not enough moderation in the space.
Are furious with Roblox, and now they're getting sued. The platform promised to be safe.
Thank God they are finally getting sued. I don't know if they've been sued before or not for anything like this, but if they have, it wasn't enough. It didn't go as public as it should have. I'm so happy that this is just continuing to get into more mainstream media.
But the reality is very different. So today I'm
Okay, so what we got
breaking
here?
down the entire.
We've got the lawsuit, the Schlepp controversy, Roblox's evil business, and the bigger picture. So I am really glad that Schlepp is included in this. I don't know if Mike is helping him out at all. I know he does have his own lawyer he was trying to set up. I'm not sure where Schlepp is at in his proceedings or anything like that. However, I do know he's going to be a core part of this. Him and what he was doing was so impactful and motivational to a lot of people. And instead, they put him down, banned his account. I don't know if he can still play the game or not, but I know that at least in the content creation program, he got banned from that. And that's as good as banning him from the game whenever you have a presence like Schlepp did.
Entire case, even meeting with some of the biggest YouTubers. And then, on behalf of everyone, I'm helping to sue Roblox.
Thank you.
This summer, Roblox was hit with a massive lawsuit centered on a young player known as DH. The lawsuit claims she joined the platform after believing the company's promise that it was safe and educational.
And it's not safe or educational. I'm sure that there's servers or worlds that are educational. Again, my brother plays this game. I haven't seen anything educational at all. It all seems like brain rot when I look at it, but maybe I'm just becoming a boomer at this point. And as far as the safety, outside of community moderation, the safeguards they have in place is just not enough.
While using Roblox, she was allegedly approached by an adult misrepresenting who they were, and the platform's moderation systems didn't catch it.
And that happens all the time. And I mean, it has always happened in any online space. There's always been people misrepresenting themselves, but it's just particularly bad whenever you have an environment specifically for these children, and the children are just open to any of these predators. How are the kids supposed to defend themselves? They don't know better most of the time. These kids are so young playing this, and part of that is a parenting problem where parents are putting a screen in front of their kid's face, and without actually supervising these children, they're getting into these situations that they don't realize they're getting into, and it's not their fault. We need a solution to this, and I think that solution is going to be some form of real ID. I just hope that when that goes into effect, that it's private. It's private, ran by the government of some sort. And I think Asmongold is right that that's probably not what will happen. It's going to end up being by some kind of private party. And I think that if a private party has it, that information is too valuable for a private party to have. Because think about how much money can be made just off of having someone's email. That's valuable in and of itself just because you can reach out to them. And if you have people's date of birth, first and last name, current address they're registered at with their DMV, that's a problem on a lot of levels. And yeah, I mean there's the privacy disclosures and things like that you have to sign, but it could still get leaked. There's too many problems with it being private. At least if it's government, you know that they're going to be held responsible by the community, by the states.
She was later taken from her home and abused by the same individual.
Jesus Christ.
And she's not alone. Since 2018, police have arrested at least 24 people accused.
So he said at least 24. It should be so much more than that if it's not. Again, we're talking a platform with millions and millions of users every day. And I'm going to put up here somewhere on the screen what the average ratio of pedophile to a normal person is. And if we just extrapolate that into however many players we have daily, again, that math will be here. This is a bigger problem than they are taken care of.
Of misusing Roblox to contact young users and move chats off platform. Some had prior records.
And that's what they do. They ask for Discord, Snapchat, things like that. Their main goal is to get it off platform, because as soon as they do, then it's wide open what they can do, right? And if Roblox doesn't step in early into this process and figure out ways to make this not even get to the point of being able to take it off platform, the problem's not going to go away.
Others were people in trusted roles, like teachers, nurses, even a cop. Even Roblox has reported over 13,000 flagged incidents on its platform, a huge jump from
13,000 flagged
roughly
incidents.
3,000 the year before. Roblox says
Wait, what did that just say?
incidents on its platform, a huge jump from roughly
3,000 the year before. So I wonder if Schlep and these other guys that are making this content around the pedophiles is what has increased this number of reports. And I'm not sure if he said these were actionable or not. We can go back and listen to it again. Work with enforcement. To track
over
down
13,000
perpetrators.
flagged incidents on its platform, a huge jump from roughly 3,000 the year before.
Yeah, I mean, a jump in 10,000 reports from one year to another is either indicative of a major problem of the people that are coming into your game, or it's the fact that the community was trying to take care of this themselves and you're not acting on it. And Roblox is just not acting on it.
Roblox says that's just a small fraction compared to all U.S.
0.04% of all reports is what they're calling actionable inappropriate between adult and child. Is that what I was hearing there?
reports. But for parents,
If so, I that's not accurate if that's what they're saying there.
the numbers feel staggering. And
Like as soon as you join these servers, you have people coming up to you if you're portraying yourself as a child and talking to you and trying to push you onto these other platforms like they were talking about. And it's not hard to get around the filters that they currently have in place. They're just basic chat filters. You can do the stupid things to get around it, like typing the numbers out with letters rather than numbers. Like, come on, man.
here's the core claim. The lawsuit argues Roblox allegedly knew these risks, but kept selling parents on the idea of
That's so ridiculous. How can you get away with that if you know the risks? And it's because you specifically do not want to lose users and revenue, you don't take care of this. Oh my God.
a safe digital playground. Even some of Roblox's biggest creators are speaking out.
Okay, so this is what happened. Whenever we heard about that public bathroom server a couple of weeks ago, I told my dad about this. He told his wife about this, and her son, my brother, was listening. And he immediately perked up and said, no, those are where weird people go. Weird people go there. I don't go there. And obviously, I want to believe that he's never been into anything like that. But I don't know if I do. I don't think I do. I think that it has probably happened to him. So I'm very passionate about this. I apologize if I'm kind of rambling. But they really need to get this figured out because
Take Schlepp, a YouTuber with over 1 million subscribers. When he was younger, he says he had a troubling experience involving a Roblox developer.
All that happened to me, it totally messed me up mentally. It made me have to go into therapy and psychologically messed with.
And one thing with Schlepp is I don't know if he's actually said what really happened to him, but I think the fact that he is abstained from telling people is not only good for him and his privacy, right? But it lets your mind open up to the possibilities of what actually could be happening out there and what is happening a lot of the time. So it's important that we think about that and the fact that we don't want to pry on Schlepp. We just want to be thankful for him coming out and talking about this, bringing awareness to it. And again, thank you, Schlepp.
You know, relationships that I had, even till this day. I mean, it's something that, you know, it was messed up.
Makes total
That
sense.
experience pushed him to act. As an adult, he began working with police by conducting investigations on
And good
Roblox.
on him for that.
His efforts have led to the arrest of 6 people. So Schlepp, what was the goal when you started making videos about safety issues?
So Schlepp has at least a quarter of the arrests from this, of the 24. Schlepp is a quarter of those? Come on, man.
On Roblox.
It really all started back to my own personal experiences related to it. I had some very negative experiences as a kid, and I was affected by a very popular developer. So I saw these issues firsthand. Like
So the guy who's supposed to be moderating this is the guy that took advantage of him? Come on.
experienced them.
But instead of celebrating him, Roblox banned his accounts and sent a cease and desist letter, accusing him of violating the rules against vigilante groups.
They're trying to
Nah, this is free Schlepp.
silence the whistleblowers. They're spending more energy going after people like Schlepp, but what they're doing.
Yeah, because it's giving them, it's bringing awareness to it, which is bad for their bottom line. That's so stupid. The world shouldn't be this way, guys.
They're trying to put a muzzle on this whole thing. They're also trying to silence all the victims. And this is important, Mike.
That same day, Schlepp
There's been a lot of people out there that have silenced victims, huh?
dropped an 8-minute video where he described his ban, as well as his troubling experience with the Roblox developer. Schlepp slammed Roblox for failing to take action against the developer for years.
As he should have, right? Like if you have clear evidence of something happening, you've reported it through all the proper channels, what other recourse do you have other than taking this effectively above their head or to the public?
He claims during that time, Roblox even continued to pay and promote the developer. Afterwards, the backlash exploded.
Wow.
Roblox developers changed game thumbnails to say
rewarded
free
for it.
Schlepp. Thousands of players staged in-game protests. Even major creators like Moist Critical,
That's so
Gideon, and
awesome.
Creekcraft piled on, calling Roblox backwards and hypocritical. Hashtag free Schlepp trended worldwide.
I was
Hashtag
blown
free
away with
Schlepp.
all the support, and it's been absolutely amazing reading all the messages. It was trending on Twitter for 3 days straight when the news first broke of it. And I mean, people were
It's
just
huge.
outraged. They saw it for what it
It's because of how many players this game has. And then once you get these parents really involved with what's happening here and it becomes apparent, I think that that's going to be the biggest issue for Roblox. Although I just saw recently that something like 99% of Roblox players are still playing. Maybe that they even had the highest player count that they've ever had, which is disgusting. That parents aren't taking that into account. I guess if your parents don't care, or if the parents don't care about their kids, who will, right? Someone needs to be watching out for these kids. And that's a much bigger topic that we don't have time for right now. But parenting in 2025 is terrifying to me just because of how much stuff out there is that you can get your kids into. Like when we were kids, we definitely got into our own trouble, right? But it wasn't to the extent that it can be now.
was. They were silencing someone trying to blow the whistle.
I think that's a really, really powerful thing. He was a 22-year-old kid. He was just a gamer. And I think he really stepped up to the plate to stand up to this
He did.
Goliath.
Then it went
was
mainstream.
admirable.
Congressman Ro Khanna publicly backed Schlepp, sharing a petition demanding Roblox improve its
See, these are the kind of guys that we need to get involved because once you're the size of Roblox, this is who needs to take care of this. It needs to be the government stepping in and making sure that these kind of things get moderated in the way it needs to. And it sounds ridiculous that the government needs to step in with Roblox and their moderation, but Roblox really is just so big and affects so many children that something needs to be done here on the government level.
Safety. That petition hit 100,000 signatures in less than a week, and Roblox's stock price dropped by $12 billion.
Oh, I think part of my 401k is in Roblox. I should probably get that out of there.
Now, Schlep, did you expect your videos to get as much attention as they did?
Honestly, no. My whole goal with these videos was actually just to bring this to the attention of Roblox. Like, I wanted Roblox to see what was going on because I was reporting these communities to Roblox. I was making reports on a lot of these people.
And they just don't care, is what I've heard. You report them, you report them, you report them, you give them the evidence. They don't care. And then so he took this to the police, and the police did something, and then he gets punished because Roblox didn't do anything through their channels, and then they don't want to hurt their bottom line.
Nothing was happening, and the only other thing you can do is go public with it. So that's what I did.
Yeah,
but
exactly.
The story doesn't end there. Schlep just announced he's suing Roblox, not over the ban, but over the damage he says he suffered years ago from a developer on the platform. His lawyer confirmed he's also representing many others with some.
So is that going to set a precedence for people going forward if he successfully sues? That'll be interesting in the coming months.
Similar stories.
We have over 800 cases involving sex abuse. These are personal injury claims. So survivors are coming forward because of the personal injuries and the trauma they experienced. And we think it's a very strong case. And I think that's part of the reason they're fighting so hard to try and move this into some types of confidential proceedings. So they think people will
like
forget about what happened.
Couple weeks.
They won't.
And now, because of you all bringing this issue to my attention, I've made the decision to team up with Schlepp's lawyer to help sue Roblox.
That's awesome.
Reach out to my firm, ithinkIhaveacase.com, if you've gone through
ithinkIhaveacase.com if you have been affected by this.
something similar. If someone is scared about something they experienced,
Please also share the video. I'm going to say that now. I'm going to put it in the comments down below, or rather the description, maybe both. But make sure to share this with as many people as you can, please.
on Roblox, what would you tell them?
I would tell them to call a lawyer, find out about their legal options, and let them know that they will be believed. There's strength in numbers. Terrible things happen on Roblox. Hundreds and hundreds of people have come forward. We're here for you.
Definitely reach out to us. We are here to help.
Now he's fighting back in court because of Roblox.
There's going to be the commercials on Disney Channel. Did you or a loved one get abused by someone on Roblox? You may qualify for a settlement.
Won't be held accountable in their own platform. We'll make sure that they're held accountable in the courtroom.
Now let's investigate how Roblox is designed, because the lawsuits claim there are at least 3 serious flaws. First,
that would be music to my ears, honestly, if it happened. Financially, it's probably not going to set them back that far, but I hope the precedent is set for just cases to continue and continue and continue going forward.
until 2021, anyone could make an account by entering just a username, password, and birthday. Users could misstate their age and unlock unrestricted chat, which the lawsuits claim made it very common to find lower levels talking with adults. YouTubers like Gideon and Rob the Master, who have become well known for exposing bad actors, have said just how easy it is.
When we went on Roblox, it did not take long for
It's like almost instant if you portray yourself as a kid in not even the right server, in a lot of servers.
our account to get attention from child predators. It was almost instantaneous.
Roblox says it's taking stronger steps to protect its younger players. The company has rolled out ID verification, asking players over 13 to scan a government-issued ID and selfie to gain access to certain.
How do kids over 13 have a government-issued ID? I feel like I didn't have an ID until I was like 16 or maybe 15 when I got my permit. So you gotta go to the DMV and you gotta get yourself an ID to play Roblox.
certain features. It's also testing age estimation.
Also 13, that's still a kid. So does a 13-year-old get the same level of unrestricted access as an 18-year-old. Now, I'm not saying teenagers are not mature enough to be talking in the game, but uh, if everyone's supposed to be, playing with your age group, then this doesn't really fix anything yet, does it? Oh God, it's gonna be camera.
where machine learning guesses a user's age from a short video, and new features
Okay, but weren't people like getting around these kind of video things with what was that game? Death Stranding 2? People were literally using Death Stranding 2 because it's looked so good to get around their filters.
like trusted connections are meant to limit deeper chat and voice features.
I'm not sure what trusted connections are. If someone wants to put that in the comments down below, let me know what a trusted connection would be for Roblox. I'd be interested. Thank you.
To people you actually know in real life.
You know, we weren't just finding 1 or 2 peppers on there. We've caught 6 off of the
So there's another 6. So Schlepp and him have done 12 now, just the 2 of them.
game itself. But not only that, we've had dozens of these guys just contacting and grooming our decoy that we sadly weren't able to catch. And the real sad thing out here is that Roblox is going around telling parents that they're one of the safest apps for children, when from my own experience,
Absolutely inappropriate.
that's not the case.
Even with ID checks and trusted connections, the scale of the platform makes full protection something that has to be taken even more seriously.
Unless you wanted to play the 17 plus mic up games and stuff like that. Anybody can pretty much sign up for Roblox.
Next, the game uses in-game currency called Robux.
And kids spend so much money on this, and it's server based, right? I actually don't know if it's cross server or not, but I imagine the Robux once spent on a server are locked to that server.
Players use Robux to buy rare accessories and customize their avatars, and many lower levels are obsessed
I might be completely wrong on that, so don't let me do that. That's just I made that up.
with it. The lawsuits point out these players even say they do anything for Robux.
They will do anything for Robux. I wonder if you had a 40-year-old guy offering you some Robux, what would you do?
So bad actors can take advantage of that by dangling Robux to gain control. And third is the lack of moderation. In 2007,
Hey, meet me on Discord. I'll give you 1,000 Robux. The worst part is they probably don't even get the Robux at the end of the day.
the company claimed it had thousands of moderators
I'm just kidding. That's not the worst part.
working 24/7, plus advanced filters blocking unsafe content. The reality looks very different. For starters, Roblox has hosted many games with questionable themes, including Run from Diddy Simulator,
Run from Diddy Simulator. Oh my God, guys.
Shower Simulator,
Why? Why is Shower Simulator a thing in a kid's game?
and Bloody Battles.
Bloody Battles, I don't care about. Bloody Battles doesn't matter. Okay, I take that back. It might matter if there's predators in there, but from what I can tell, the content of it by itself is not an issue.
The fact that these games even
They're gonna see that stuff on the internet.
existed undercuts Roblox's claim of being a safe, moderated
Oh, it does do that though.
place. But it's not just the games that are concerning. Roblox is now the go-to social platform for younger audiences. 78 million users log in every day.
78 million
The
users
platform
every day.
processes
And that's
more than
probably an
50,000
average.
chat messages every second.
And they have to like save those messages, right? So they should be able to get this stuff to the authorities and just get it dealt with, as opposed to lashing out against their player base for potentially hurting their bottom line.
Roblox claims its AI and human reviewers scan all of it, text, audio, and images. But
It's not enough.
here's the problem. The company allegedly employs only about 3,000 moderators.
AI can't cover all of it. Honestly, you're never going to cover all of it. All you can do is mitigate it, and you have to do that with preemptive measures as opposed to taking action after the fact.
Compare that to TikTok, roughly 3 times Roblox's daily users, but over 13 times the number of
Okay, so put that into perspective. TikTok is only 3 times the size of Roblox. That's insane. TikTok is huge. And it became huge so fast at Roblox. I mean, I don't know, guys. I don't know about this one. The fact that TikTok is only 3 times bigger than Roblox is astounding to me, actually. It puts it into perspective.
Moderators on staff. The reason for the lack of moderators is allegedly due to Roblox's focus on growth over safety. In fact, 8 current and former
Of course it is. If you moderate and you get people out of the game, or these predators in this case, they're not going to spend that money to be luring the kids in. We need them spending their money so that they can buy the kids, right? They need to be able to buy the kids. We can't stop that.
Preston
Why would we ever stop that?
safety staff describe ignored
Ridiculous
requests for more resources, backlogs of incident reports, and even a manager quitting after promised hires never showed up. Some say protective features they suggested, like pop-up warnings, were rejected, and safety settings, like blocking strangers in chat, were switched off by default.
You can't block people in chat? Oh, by default. Okay. Still.
Once again, Roblox.
Why put that friction in there for your user? That if someone's harassing them, they have to go into their settings and turn on blocking people in order to block someone.
Points to AI moderation as the solution, but employees admit the tech still misses the subtle signs of unsafe behavior. And the gaps aren't small. The filters block words like Snapchat or Discord, but people get around them by
I don't know if you can call a chat filter an AI.
By using emojis or by
Maybe
tweaking the spelling a little. Even phone numbers.
Yeah,
Numbers are apparently blocked if you type the digits, but not if you just spell them out. The lawsuits argue that these kinds of loopholes prove Roblox knows the risks of off-platform communication, yet it still leaves these obvious workarounds wide open.
Bottom line.
In court, the usual defense might not save Roblox. Most platforms lean on a law called Section 230 of the Communications Decency Act, and that law protects websites and apps from being sued.
Which was written forever ago, by the way, and needs to be updated for the new era that we're in of the internet, to be honest.
Over what their users post. That's why Instagram or YouTube don't get dragged into court every time someone uploads something harmful. But the lawsuits against Roblox aren't just about what users post. They're about the company itself. Lawyers argue Roblox designed the platform in risky ways, marketed it as safe, and then ignored clear warning
I feel like that's a fair assessment.
Signs. And at least one court,
like they're actively denying moderation in favor of reducing friction, but then they build friction for blocking someone. It's so backwards.
has already said Section 230 doesn't cover misrepresentation. So if Roblox tells parents this is safe and it's not, that responsibility falls on Roblox, not the users. That's why these lawsuits matter to me.
It absolutely falls on Roblox. You shouldn't be responsible for what your community does as a baseline, right? Your community is going to be your community. However, if you're fostering that environment for the kids, you have to be able to protect the kids. And this is not a funding issue. Roblox has so much money. Maybe I'll pull it up, put it on the screen here for you what their earnings were for like the last year. I'll see what I can find. But it's absolutely ridiculous how much money they have versus how much they actually need to spend to get something like this taken care of and secure themselves for the long run, as opposed to get their name dragged through the mud, especially in the political climate we're in right now, and at least in the United States, where parents are trying to protect their children from the internet than they ever have before, because it's just so rampant. And part of that's because of all this normalization of these predators. There's entire communities trying to normalize the predators that are addicted to CSAM and things like that, trying to make this okay somehow. It's ridiculous.
They represent more than just a few individual complaints. They're part of a broader movement pushing tech companies to take accountability, especially when their platforms are hurting young.
And that's every day, guys. Every day, people are being
younger players. Now, multiple cases are moving forward, and a jury will have to decide if Roblox should be held responsible.
I hope so. I really do. I really hope that they're held accountable for this. I hope at the very least there's significant fines for this. But also, I think they should even look at putting some of these people in jail for actively allowing it. Is almost what it seems like. And I think that if they dig deep enough, that you'll find that. I think again, Asmongold was talking about this in the logs. If they're actually saying that they're not doing this for their bottom line, they are willingly participating in this.
And if the plaintiffs win, the fallout could be huge because it would set precedents that might force Roblox and other platforms like it to overhaul how they verify users and protect younger audiences. And I don't know how this video will perform or how many people will reach because YouTube flags and restricts videos on this topic. It's kind of scary because people are afraid to put out.
Let's see, how's this video doing? This video is doing amazing. We've got 10 million views in 3 days, 900,000 likes, 15 million subs. Thank you again, Mike, for bringing more awareness to this. I'm going to put the link to his video in the description. Please like, share if you haven't already. Also, take some time while you're down there. Maybe like this channel if you like what we're going over and you want to see more of it. I'm trying to put out as much content as I can. I really love doing this for you guys, and I want to see you guys come back, all right? Let's finish it up here.
Out information on this, but we feel like it's our duty to make sure that everyone knows. If you or someone you know needs help, reach out to us. Thank you for watching.
Yeah, that was a good video, and he covered a lot of the things that really do need to be taken care of. I hope that the legal proceedings go in the favor of Schlepp and Mike and anyone else that's involved in those other cases, because this needs to have legal repercussions, really, is what needs to happen for these people, because like I said, it is an active, willful participation in favor of dollars rather than the children. So anyways, guys, I don't really know how to end this one, but you guys, please bring more awareness to this if you can. Again, I'm personally affected by this a little bit with my family, and I hope that anyone else out there affected as well takes it as seriously as I do. I hope you guys have a good one, and I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.